All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all are doing well wherever you guys are. And yeah, man, I'm still very upset, disappointed. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably feeling the same way as well. Weekend well and truly ruined once again. Um, some of you guys probably would have seen my match review at the end of the match, or you would have hung around post match on the watch along. I said that for me, I didn't expect that result. I really didn't. I thought we were going in a bit of a positive momentum. And I fully thought that we're still going to win, even though with all the shocks in the starting lineup, with no Enzo, with no Mudryk, I thought we were still good enough. We should have been good enough at home at Stamford Bridge to beat Brentford. But the loss, as I've said all throughout last week, or all throughout this week, it was going to be a backward step. And boy, has it been a backward step. And post-match, I see so many people saying online, but next up, we've got Spurs. We played better. We played better against teams that want to come at us. Sure, we may play better, but have we won? Have we won big games as well? I don't think we've won big games. Like, so many fans out there saying, oh, just stay patient, stay patient. We play better against the bigger teams. Show me a recent case where we've played better against the better teams and we've won. We've not won. We've played against Liverpool. We've not won. We've played against Arsenal. We've not won. So it's not something to be proud about that, oh, we play better against better teams, like as if we've actually picked up 3 points against them. We haven't. And then I see news or, comments from Pochettino post-match, which goes something like this. I'm not sure if some of you guys have seen this post-match yesterday. But this is what Pochettino said. We played Liverpool and Arsenal, and the team did really well. When you see this type of game like today on Nottingham Forest, we dominate, but we can't score goals when the block is so deep. There are many bodies inside the box, and we struggle to score, but in different games. When we played Arsenal and Liverpool, the team did really well. That's why we're not worried. If anything, off the back of this comment from Pochettino, I'm even more worried. Predominantly, teams are going to have a mid to low block in the Premier League, especially against us. It's a very easy strategy. It's not a coincidence that teams like West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, even to an extent Aston Villa, and now Brentford have deployed similar philosophy against us, which is have a solid mid to low block, be compact, have a lot of people defending, crowd the situation, and we seem to have not much answer to that. Now, having said that, yesterday, Cole Palmer tried. Cole Palmer tried his best. Cole Palmer tried his best to open up the situation, but the opportunities kept on falling for Cucurella. That's when you need to have your striker. You need to have a Nicholas Jackson in there. And we'll talk about everyone. Nicholas Jackson, I know a lot of people are not happy about him. I'm not going to lie. Another stinker, another absolute stinker. In those situations, maybe you want a Sterling. And once again, Raheem Sterling has dropped another stinker. Noni Madueke, besides the shot, didn't produce anything else. You can say it was a stinker. So what do we do? We don't seem to create plethora of chances, because in the second half we did nothing. In the second half we did jack all. First half, we should have been a goal or maybe a couple of goals up, and we should have buried the game right there. But in the second half, we did nothing. So that there is a concern. So all of this, I feel like that's Pochettino. You've got to start creating a style. You've got to start creating a philosophy. And I know it can take time, but Spurs fans will tell you it shouldn't take time. Look at Ange Postecoglou. Do you know what I mean? He's doing a madness with Spurs. But with us, what do we do now? What do we do now? I'm just so broken off the back of that particular loss against Brentford, because the fixtures that's coming up is going to be insane. We needed that 3 points against Brentford to at least continue with this momentum and give us a bit of platform for the fixtures coming up in the likes of Spurs, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United in the Premier League. And the fact that we didn't win, are we going to win? Are we going to win the next few fixtures? Spurs and Man City, back to back. Newcastle after that, are we going to win? What happens if we keep dropping points? Where do we actually draw a line and say, what's going on? What's going on? Where is the breaking point? Where is the breaking point? Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in. Nearly 100 of you guys are live. Big up to Marcus. Big up to Amanji, Arnesh, Ryan, Kalbi, Suhas, Ryan. Big up to each and every one of you guys, man. Siniste, Andy, Tariq, Shivendra. We've got Cascade. We've got Joshua, Himanshu. We've got Valan. A lot of you guys are here, man. Big up to each and every one of you guys. I want to take some of your comments. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. Where is our future heading? What do you make of this particular season? We want to talk about all of that. Of course, we want to talk about certain players. So go ahead and comment, and we'll make a discussion out of all of that. All right, let's see. Entokodzo is saying, big up, Miz. We need to talk about today, brother. We need to talk about today, brother. That's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. Valan is saying we are screwed. I think we're probably on the verge. Yeah, we're probably on the verge. I don't know what we do. I'm not really sure what we're going to do against Spurs and Man City, who are coming up next. Obviously, we've got Blackburn, which is highly important as well, that we do well in the cup. Calby is saying bench is bad, but also there was much better options to bring on, and what time they were brought on. Yeah, we need to talk about Pochettino. Let's start with Pochettino, because I feel like that setup, I mean, how many of you guys appreciated that setup? For me, it looked like Liva Cowell LCB, Thiago Silva in the middle, Disasi as RCB with Madueke wingback, Cucurella wingback. Now, a lot of people are saying no, Disasi was a right back, Cucurella left back, and Cowell and Silva in the middle. Whatever the case is, I'm not really sure if it was wise to have Malo Gusto on the bench. I don't want to go off at any of the defenders. I don't really think too many of them made mistakes beside Axel Disasi or for that goal, that first goal for Brentford. But who else? What else could we have done? Should we have just continued with the 4-3-3 as opposed to just having a Caicedo and Gallagher double pivot? Maybe just have Ugochukwu as the deepest and still have Cole Palmer on the right, have Caicedo and Gallagher in the middle. But I thought Cole Palmer playing as a 10 was actually fantastic. But yeah, of course, we can talk about Pochettino's substitutions. Should have done it a little bit earlier as opposed to being reactive once we went behind. I just feel Poch needed our team to go hard in the first 10 to 15 minutes to get that goal. Should have thrown the kitchen sink to just get that goal. It's so important to get that first goal. I just didn't see that. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. Go for a holiday this month. Don't watch Chelsea. Yeah, man. Holidays cost money, man. I'm not sure if I can just keep continuing spending that much money all the time. Valan, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. It's mad that Poch is solely relying on Nkunku to come back and score goals and get us 3 points. Man is depending on one player to bring us back up is mad. It's true. So true, Valan. I can't believe how often Poch keeps talking about Nkunku. Surely Nkunku, I mean, of course, Nkunku is a solution. There's no doubt about that. Nkunku will be creative. Nkunku can score goals, but we don't have Nkunku until end of November, potentially. What we doing until then? There's still some matches to play until then. What are we going to do? Poch cannot be a one-trick pony just waiting on Nkunku. What's the guarantee when Nkunku comes back that he doesn't pick up another injury? This has happened to him at Leipzig. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to do better. Let's see what Don is saying. For me, if Poch thinks Costa can play against a star, then what? Do we just take risks? If you want a player to prove and improve himself, give him his chances. Give him his chance. If Poch thinks Costa can play against a star, then what? Do we just take risks if you want a player to prove and improve himself? Yeah, look, I think what you're trying to say is that give Gusto that opportunity. Obviously, we're going to start seeing Reece James very soon. I think Reece James will start matches quite possibly from the next match onwards, or maybe the match after. Probably against Blackburn, he may start. Don is saying one match we are Poch in, next match we are Poch out. Look, is that how you guys feel? Let me know in the live chat. Is that how we feel? Honestly speaking, I've been tad bit skeptical about Poch from the get-go. I'm not saying I'm Poch out though. I've recently said I'm backing him, and I'm still backing him. But what is disappointing for me is you go on a nice bit of a momentum where you beat Brighton, where you beat Fulham, where you beat Burnley. You should have beaten Arsenal, but okay, fine, we got a draw. We had a bit of a hiccup being 2-0 up. And then you lose against Brentford. Like, for me, that's concerning, man. This season isn't a free ride. It is concerning. At home, Pochettino needs to be aggressive. He needs to be in your face on the players in the touchline, geeing them on, asking them to give more. And if it's not working at halftime, we could see it's just not clicking. And how many of us predicted all throughout the watch along, the people that were there, how many of us predicted that if it continues being 0-0 for a long period of time, you best believe Brentford was going to score a goal? So when Poch sees at halftime, after halftime, it's not really changing. We all saw the effort from the first half, around 20 minutes till the end of the first half. That same effort. The first 20 minutes probably wasn't even that great in the first half as well, because I feel like we should be pressuring them more. But in the second half, you could straight away see we weren't good from the get-go. So what was said at halftime? What happened? Because the down, and then surely enough, Brentford gets the goal. We are always good for having at least one lapse of concentration in defense. What was said at halftime? What was said? Surely Pochettino should have, I don't know whether he did or not, but should have said, Watch out for Brentford in the second half with set pieces. How are we getting caught like that again? Do you know what I mean? And even the second goal, I know by then the game was over. Who gave the instruction for Robert Sanchez to bomb up like that for a corner, like as if we score from corners? When was the last time we scored a corner goal, a set piece goal from a free kick or from a corner? I think it was Desassi against Liverpool. We don't score, and this is another issue. Our set pieces are just worthless. They're worthless. We don't make anything out of the set pieces. It's disgusting. GT Jackson's first touch is not good enough. Poch changes are suspect. Martin always weakened the team whenever he comes in. Our best midfield remains Enzo, Caicedo, and Gallagher. Now, a lot of people are saying that Enzo Fernandez picked up a small injury. Some people are saying that because he had his second child, that's why he had a time off. But whatever the case is, we need to continue with this midfield all the time. Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher. We do. We need to continue with this chemistry, continue with this combination. As soon as we've sort of gone away from this, building this chemistry, you see what has happened. You see what has happened. Now what do we do? Now what do we do? Now what do we do? Let's talk about some individual performances. Raheem Sterling, ladies and gentlemen. I keep backing this player. And I keep backing so many of these players, man. I keep backing the squad. I keep backing the players. But they keep consistently disappointing me, man. They keep consistently disappointing me. And it's so sad. It really is so sad. Someone like Raheem Sterling, he was just all over the shop yesterday. Like, he would dribble nicely a few times and then there's no end product. And it's so annoying. A winger of his caliber, a winger of his experience. And these are the matches that I want to see Raheem Sterling dominate and show to the young players how it's done. But this guy, what's the point? What's the point, yeah? When Mudryk is fit, Mudryk should start. We should just invest our time and effort probably on the younger player. I keep thinking Raheem Sterling, it's gonna click now. It's gonna click. He's gonna go through a batch of games where he's just gonna dominate for us and he's gonna win games for us. It's never the case. It's never the case. He has one good game, then 3 poor ones. It's so annoying. So annoying to see. Mark Laws means, did I not say 2-0 loss yesterday? I don't say this because I want to. It's because I see what I see. And 2 out of 3 games don't change that. So what do we do now then, Mark? I mean, what do we do now? Surely we're not suggesting that go and buy more players. Replace Sterling. Replace Jackson. Nicholas Jackson, another one. I keep backing Nicholas Jackson. Every single time I keep backing this particular player. But this player, I don't know what has happened to him from the pre-season onwards. It's been one disaster class after another, after another, after another. The odd game, he performs well. But predominantly, it's not good. Yesterday, apparently one of the fans at the stadium has rattled him. And then I remember in the second half, he took a shot with his left foot outside the box. The other issue with Nicholas Jackson is when he's dribbling, when he's trying to shrug players off, like he's always looking down. He's not looking up for options. Far too many of our players are always looking down. They don't look up to see if there is any options. Armando Broja is injured, so we don't really have another striker option. I feel like a fool keep backing Jackson and Broja. You know, I really did believe in them, and I still want to, but I think we're forced to buy a player this January. I think we're going to be forced to buy a striker. I don't know why we're getting rumored to a defender. Why are we getting rumored to a defender again? I know, okay, fine, Chalobah is going to leave. Fine, January Chalobah is going to leave. Thiago Silva potentially going to leave. You still got Levi Colwell. You got Buddy Shield to come back. You got Disasi. What's the future of Bashir Humphries? Bashir Humphries is actually doing well at Swansea. Why are we after another defender all of a sudden? Tapsoba is the target. Fofana. I keep forgetting Fofana. There's still Fofana. I know Fofana is not going to be here this season, but Fofana will be there unless we're thinking about selling Fofana. Why another defender, man? If anything, keep buying more creative players. I feel like we need more creative players. We need more players in the caliber of Cole Palmer. We need more players that's going to be able to open up opposition. More defenders. Why more defenders? I don't think we need defender in January. You can wait for that for summer. More defenders. I'm surprised that we haven't seen any 16, 17-year-olds being linked after a loss, because that's generally the trend. I'm surprised we haven't seen that. Experienced creative player as well. Yeah. Maybe we will sign a good scoring defender. Yeah, our defenders from set pieces, we just don't score, man. Don, on the same, Sterling has played for Liverpool and Man City. I feel his time is up. We have to sell him now. We can't keep protecting him. Give 1 to 5 good games and rest stinkers. Not true. Aka Miz, you just answered your own defender question. Bastoni is top-level player. Fofana been injured for a year. He might not be at his best for a while. We need everything. The team ain't good enough. I mean, the way you're commenting here, Aka, kind of makes me think we want a lot of, like a plethora of players. We need a goalkeeper. We need a defender. We need a striker. We need another creative player. Man, where does it stop, man? Where does it actually stop? We've spent a lot of money. We have spent a lot of money. Do the board take some blame for bringing in some of these players? Should the board take some blame? They've done a really good job with Cole Palmer. Madueke gets his opportunity yesterday. I swear to you, this brother, for some reason, people hype him up so much when he's playing for under 21s. He's scoring goals, he's cutting in, he's looking good, he's assisting. And then he plays for us in the senior team. Besides that Arjen Robben-esque shot that he had in the first half, I kid you not, there was literally nothing from Madueke. And he's another player that I've been backing. I've been saying, you know what, be patient, be patient. The lack of off-the-ball work rate from Madueke was outrageous. And even with the ball, every time I was screaming, take your man on, take your man on. This brother just wasn't taking the man on. Mark Laws, Miz, let me ask you a question. Who have we bought that is top 4 quality? Enzo and Palmer for me. Caicedo is not proven. I think Caicedo is definitely top 4 quality. There's no doubts about that. You even look at him from an international point of view, he plays really well for Ecuador. They've got some solid teams in the South American division over there. Now, for me, Caicedo is definitely top for quality. There's no doubts about that. I'm not going to say that he's not. Um, I know he hasn't played too long in the Premier League, but there are certain players you don't need to see you don't need to see seasons and season after season. You can tell that they're a quality player. But yeah, I guess the rest of them, it's the board, right? It's your Paul Winstonleys, it's your Lawrence Stewarts, it's your Joe Shields that's making all of these decisions to bring in your Maduekes and your Nicholas Jacksons, Uguchuku. And it's not really flourishing as yet. What is the ambition, ladies and gentlemen? What is the ambition for this season? What is the ambition for this season? Great air here in the house. Caicedo has been very good. Disagree, Mark Laws. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly 200 of you guys are live right now. Smash the like button. Let's pick up those likes. I think lately we've been really been struggling to smash that like button. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button if you're enjoying the conversation, enjoying the discussion. It just really helps out the growth of the channel. So it would be much appreciated if you just pump those likes up to 100 plus immediately. You guys are here all the time, listening, enjoying. So let's get those likes up. Let me know what the expectation is. What is the expectation? Is this going to be another one of those effort? Let's just get to 40 points. For me, that's not good enough, man. That's disgusting. That really is disgusting. I'm slightly annoyed that. Look, I was always a little bit skeptical about Poch anyway, but I've been backing him because obviously he's the manager. You want to back him, and you hear all the news that he's going to get power like Pep Guardiola, this, that, the other, and I'm like, yeah, kudos. But I feel like he's got to get a lot more out of this team, man. He's got to get a lot more out of this team, and it's very, very disappointing that he simply cannot bring a lot more out of this team. It's very disappointing. Narayan, definitely the board is part of the problem. Overstacked the midfield and defense. We need to have the right balance between youth and experience, but it was just spending randomly. There you go. We must remember Angelo Gabriel, sell Sterling and Broja to replace Rafa Leao and bring... What? Sell Sterling and Broja to replace Rafa Leao. Replace Rafa Leao. Oh, you mean for AC Milan? Where's Rafa Leao going? And bring back Santos and Cassidy, who score goals unlike Enzo. Of course, a top striker like Tony or Osimhen. Wow. Unlike Enzo. Oh, man. I can't take that comment seriously, man. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat again. Lowest I thought this team would finish would be at the Conference League spot. Now it seems like it's going to be a miracle to finish inside top 10. I mean, with the fixtures that's lining up for us, I don't think we're going to beat Spurs. I definitely don't think we're going to beat Man City. I don't think we're going to beat Newcastle. We could potentially get a draw against Spurs. We will lose to Man City. I'll probably get a draw against Newcastle. That's 2 points out of 3 games. Brighton, maybe we can get a win. Because it seems like Brighton, they've found us a little bit difficult in recent times. So maybe we can get a win there. Man United, maybe a draw. We should be beating them. They're not that good, but it's probably going to be a draw. So we're looking at, out of the 5 games, 2, 3, 5, 6 points. 6 points out of 5. 6 points out of 5. 6 points out of 5. That's not going to be good. How many matches have we played already? We've already played 10. So we're looking at to be 18 points after 15 games. Potentially 18 points after 15 games. That's pathetic. That really is pathetic. That really is pathetic. There's Poch is compared with Pep. I'm not surprised the same board compared Graham Potter with Carlo Ancelotti and Pep Guardiola last season. Yeah, some of these comparisons, they got to stop, man. They're disgusting. If we can't beat low blocks this season, forget it. We would be in these positions because half of the teams set up this way against big teams. Exactly, and this is what I've been saying. This is where Poch has got to come up with a plan. More than half of the teams set up this way. And in fact, a lot of teams from now on will set up like that against us because they see that is our huge issue. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, it's not as if we light up the joint against bigger teams. Against bigger teams, we still don't win. People think sack Poch is the answer. So if that happens, this board would have sacked Tuchel, a fantastic coach, Potter, a very good coach who we were excited for. Then Poch, clowns upstairs, sick of them. I am. Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. They will look very, very incompetent. But Hudge, where is the limit? Where is the breaking point? As I said, the next 5 fixtures: Spurs, City, Newcastle, Brighton, and Man United. Out of 5 games, I'm thinking 6 points. 6 points. They'll take us 18 points after 15 games. Where is the breaking point, man? Like, that ain't good enough. That just ain't good enough. Question: does bringing in Osimhen and Nkunku back make us title contenders? Because if that doesn't do it, then just shut down the club. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Look, Nkunku definitely will make a difference. I'm not sure just bringing in someone like Osimhen, it'll just, like, I'm skeptical about strikers doing well at Chelsea Football Club. And then Serie A strikers, I know Osimhen's done well in Ligue 1, but Osimhen ain't going to be cheap. He ain't going to be cheap. He's going to cost a lot of money. People, it's the government that created a hole in our club through the war. New owners have a messed up situation to make good. Yeah. Poch has to take the blame too. Why does he keep experimenting so much? Having Gusto James available and still playing Desasi as right back. That right side was dead other than shot from Madueke. It's true. It's true. It did catch me by surprise. I'm not going to lie. All right, we're going to slowly wrap things up. We're going to take a couple of last comments and then we'll wrap things up. We're well over 230 people live right now. Smash the like button, guys. Pump those likes up to 100 immediately. If you're here for the first time as well, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get to 30,000 as soon as possible. Okay, if not getting better players is the solution, then what's the problem and the solution to it? Excuse me. The solution cannot just be keep buying new players, man. Like, we've bought a lot of players. I think now we need to seriously look into our playing style. You know, I feel like we lack a bit of identity when it comes to attack. You know, we need, so many times I've seen yesterday, we want to throw in a cross and there's just one person, sometimes no one. Now, what is the idea? What is the idea behind our attack? All of this needs to come into frame. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Pochettino, with his substitutions, he can be better. With his starting lineups, he can be better. How aggressive we are. I feel like the energy and intensity in the first 20 minutes probably wasn't there yesterday. Yeah. It's not about sack Poch. The football has improved. No one should sit here and not say that. But the question now is his tactical nouns and man management against some of these teams. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. Make sure you smash the like button. I don't really know why people hesitate to smash the like button. We've got well over 200 people, but we've only got 59 likes. So I'm not really sure why that happens. Someone let me know in the comment section why that actually happens. As I said, the likes help drive the channel to grow. So lack of likes, channel won't grow. It's as simple as that. And if you want to see the channel grow, smash the like button, man. And as I said, make sure you subscribe as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and see ya.